Big effort coming up to help clean up the Grand River, and it's all thanks to a new partnership between the Grand Rapids Rowing Club and Pioneer Water Treatment. It's their first ever community cleanup event. They're hoping to make a lasting impact on the river and, of course, the people who live around it and love it. And joining us this morning to talk all about it are Bonnie Mulder from the Grand Rapids Rowing Club and Jeff Troutman from Pioneer Water Treatment. Thank you so much both for being here. Jeff, I know this means a lot to you as well, aside from being the water treatment plant involved in this. Because your son's actually involved, right?
Correct. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we're not a water treatment plant or a water treatment company, but yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, Reagan joined the Grand Rapids Rowing Club in December, and he just absolutely loved it. His grades have gone up. He's a lot happier. He's physically active, and it's been a great experience. And we wanted to partner up with someone this year to do a river cleanup.
Yeah.
And they approached us and said, hey, do you know any volunteer opportunities or whatever to help bring awareness to this awesome club? And I said, well, why don't we partner up? It's a win-win for both of us.
Absolutely. And Bonnie, this has got to mean the world to you guys because, I mean, water is a huge part of what you guys do, right? So the Grand River, of course, being the area that we're focusing on here. So talk to us about how this partnership became about.
Yeah, the Grand River is an absolute treasure to us that row on the river. It's just a beautiful spot. And when we heard this was coming out of our junior rowing program, we as a broader club were so excited. So we're super excited about the partnership here and the sponsorship that's happening, but also the focus on maintaining the river and in a pristine condition so that the rowing is beautiful and the herons and the eagles that we see when we row, we want to provide a wonderful spot for them. And yeah, it's been a great thing.
That's awesome.
How did all of this come about? What was the leading factor in deciding, hey, we want to get involved in this?
Yeah, so, I mean, Jeff can probably speak to that a little bit better.
Yeah, we just wanted to do more for our community and for our Great Lakes and for the rivers. It's important as water filtration inside our home is you know, with the PFAS and all the stuff that's happened over the years, it's been really important for us to not just provide clean water inside of someone's home, but also take care of the rivers before they get to the home.
Right.
You know, and I think a lot of people maybe take for granted, like Bonnie was saying, when you're out on the river and you see a bald eagle here and the things that you see that are just absolutely beautiful, we want to partner up with someone that also appreciates that and has the same, you know, appreciation for that.
I would imagine that you guys probably see a wide range of things rowing out on our waterways. Can you kind of tell us about how this was spurred? Was there a dirty area of the river that you were like, you know what, we should probably do a cleanup?
I mean, certainly when we're rowing, we see stuff along the edges of the river that we wish weren't there. And also it's the natural beauty that we see. I mean, the Grand River is a relatively untrafficked river in many ways, especially the stretch that we row between basically Ann Street and Jupiter. North of our boathouse, it's just incredibly pristine and beautiful. And so we really want to preserve that.
Yeah.
There's nothing like skimming 6 inches above the water in a rowing shell.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely sounds like this is going to be such an exciting, very fun community cleanup to try to clean up the river. What can people expect on April 12th? What are you guys planning for?
Yeah, so from 8:30 to noon, we're asking everybody to meet up at Riverside Park. The section of the river that we'll be focusing on will be north of North Park Avenue, but everyone will receive directions to that spot, also receive any supplies that they need to do the cleanup, and then a free lunch afterwards.
Can you talk about just how important this cleanup would be for your organization? Obviously, you kind of mentioned you hate to see some of the stuff that gets accumulated on the sides of the river. Why is it important for you guys? Because I'm sure that could impact rowing if you guys run into some things or maybe litter or trash in the river.
Exactly. Debris in the river can be a problem when we're rowing in our small boats. It can do damage to boats. And also, yeah, we're very concerned about the wildlife along the river. Part of the reason we're out there is because we love the outdoors, and we really want to preserve that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so near Riverside Park, near LMCU Ballpark, why was that stretch chosen as the place that you guys wanted to pick up for this event?
I think it's across the street from the boathouse. So if you're on your way to come to the ballpark there, I want to call it Fifth Third Ballpark. But if you're on your way to the ballpark, you'll see the boathouse on the right-hand side. And so we're doing, and the Grand Rapids Park does a great job keeping everything clean. So have patience with us if there's not a ton of trash, because this is our first one. But we're very excited because it is the area where the rowing happens. There was a regatta this past weekend in that area. And for me, with Reagan getting involved, I had no idea what rowing was.
Yeah.
It's like such off my radar, but looking at all the opportunities on the collegiate level and all the things, it's just a really cool club to be a part of. So we're very excited. And that's kind of how we picked it. It's across from the boat club, and it's where the rowers are going. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool that there is even a club for young folks to join like this. Can you kind of speak to, as a father, your son being involved in the club, but not only that, contributing to our waterways in a positive way. Can you kind of put that into words, what that means to you to see your son kind of go through something like that and kind of help out our environment?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, who doesn't? I mean, we all want to leave this place better off than when we left it. So you see your son kind of adopt those things and be a part of that. That's really important to me as a father, for sure.
Yeah, your son's videotaping you off camera right now, kind of watching us. Beyond impacting the waterways with the debris removal, what else can people help out with this coming weekend?
Well, you can go on the website and you can donate.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 501c3,
Yes.
Okay.
and we want to bring a lot of awareness to that. What's great about the Grand Rapids Rowing Club is my son goes to Hudsonville High School. Big shout out to Hudsonville, go Eagles. And what was really great about that is they don't have a rowing club. And what's great about the Grand Rapids Rowing Club is they will accept students from any school. Maybe you have a rowing club, but you want to be part of this one, you can still do it. So it really opens up a lot of opportunities for them. So you can go on our website and donate. And
Yeah, I love that. I love that it brings students, for the junior program students, but also for the adult program, adults from all over West Michigan come to row on the Grand River. And we make our club membership and our junior fees as affordable as we can, but rowing equipment is expensive. And so keeping a rowing club going takes a lot of funding. We love the initiative that the junior program is taking to promote that program and the club in general, so that we have a vibrant rowing club here in Grand Rapids for adults and for juniors.
Absolutely, yeah. So I know that you guys have mentioned too that you want to make this an annual tradition. What would it take to make that happen?
Well, I know our company we really value the water, and so it's something that we plan on doing, and this is our first one. So so we're going to get the King South this year, but next year we'll continue also receiving input from the community on what are those areas that need to be cleaned up.
Yeah, and I think just getting people out this Saturday. Anybody is welcome to come and do this, especially if you've been wanting to do something in the community to help the environment. It's a great opportunity. I know that there's always a the mayor is involved in a river cleanup I believe it's in September. This is a great way to kind of kick off the warm weather season with a clean river as well.
Yeah, Michigan, of course, is huge with their environmental impact. It's a big focus for our state. I'm curious, Jeff, with your position at Pioneer, why are river cleanups like this important for our environment?
Yeah, I mean, I think part of it is it's more and more in the forefront of the water contamination that we're seeing in people's homes, and we're seeing the microplastics and the things that are coming into our homes that we've never seen before. And there's an awareness to that as also, and it all starts on top of the river. It all starts when people are throwing stuff in the garbage. I mean, it's not all of it, but it's definitely, we want to do everything we can to keep the water clean and safe for everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you mentioned it all starts with everything on top of the river. How does that factor in and tie into the broader picture of water quality in Michigan in general?
Yeah, so that's where it starts. I think the Grand Rapids water treatment, they do a great job trying to keep our water clean, and we're not a third world country. We can drink the water out of our tap, but we also want to clean that up as much as we can inside and outside of the home. I can get really nerdy with it, but it would take a longer segment.
I love it.
Hey, we got some time.
Yeah.
No, Bonnie, I'm curious about, you have this junior program.
Yeah.
Very important to instill lessons like this to take care of our environment early on in life, right?
Yeah.
What sort of lessons does this teach them, especially about the water that they do use for the sport? It's very important for them to kind of appreciate that, right?
Right. I think what they're appreciating right now is the changes that can happen in a river seasonally. So we've got a pretty high and swift river right now as they're getting out there with their coaches.
Yeah.
I think they also come to appreciate the wildlife along the river. We see the baby turtles along the edge and the geese and like I said, the herons and the eagles. And I think just the feeling you get when you're out in nature, I don't know that everyone can put this into words, but I think the mental health benefits and the physical health benefits of getting out in a boat on the river are huge. They certainly have been for me and for many in the adult program. There's something about combining exercise and natural beauty that's just amazing.
Absolutely. Getting out, to do any sort of exercise outside. I love it.
Yeah, the fresh air, the sunshine, all combined. It sounds like a great program to be a part of. How can people get involved in rowing, but also involved in this event to help clean up the river as well?
Yeah, I'll speak to how to get involved in rowing. We, every year, typically on the first Saturday of June, July, and August, and you can find those dates at grandrapidsrowing.com, we have rowing discovery days. So you can come out to the boathouse and get a little tour of the boathouse, a little bit of instruction on how to row, what it takes to row a boat. Many people think that it's just a lot of arm work, but it turns out we have sliding seats in our boats, and so it's a lot of leg and core work to row. So you can get in an 8 with some seasoned rowers and just give it a try on those rowing discovery days. And then we also have learn to row classes. We have a session in June, a session in July, and a session in August. Those are already filling up, so get to our website if you'd like to try that as an adult. That's how I started rowing, is taking the Learn to Row class, and then we have several programs. In addition to the junior program, we have a recreational rowing program and a competitive rowing program. So people who really want to get into it and go all out and compete in regattas, take that competitive track. Folks who want to just get out on the river and get a good workout, take the recreational track. And there's really a place for everybody in the adult program. I came to it as a person who had not done athletics really ever.
Okay.
I avoided sports. And but when I was in my early 50s, I decided to give this a try because my kids had rowed and it had looked really great, and I love being outdoors. And something about being in a boat with other people and rowing and having a coach out there just makes you do it, and it's wonderful.
Very cool. And then as for the event this weekend?
You can go on our website, or actually our Facebook page for the Grand Rapids Rowing Club, or Pioneer Water Treatment's Facebook page as well. And if you want lunch, make sure you sign up for it, because we're going to plan for that. So go on there and you can enroll. You learn more about the club. If there's some trash around, we're going to pick up some trash, and we're going to have a great time. I'm really excited about it.
All right. Very excited for you guys for your first annual one of these. We're saying annual because we hope it comes back next year.
Absolutely,
yeah.
It's this Saturday, so stay tuned for that. And of course, they'll have the details on that website he just mentioned.